There's been a recent article that has come out that is talking about how Ontario colleges recently just had to lay off 10,000 staff members. Yeah, 10,000 staff members. And because of those 10,000 staff members that they cannot afford and they are having to lay off, they've also had to cut 600 programs and classes across the board. Yeah. And I know you're thinking to yourself, well, why? What's going on? Well, you see, here's the thing. Doug Ford learned a long time ago that he could cut all of the funding it normally gives, like a whole bunch of the funding, to these colleges because he could just push them to bring in more immigrant students because then the colleges would get all this money from the immigrant students, right? Like they were just endless amount of students that they could just bring in, right? Well, when the federal government got harped on and harped on and harped on about the fact that they were bringing in too many immigrants into Canada, and they decided to scale back and put a cap on it, reducing the amount that were coming in. This included foreign students. So now all of these colleges don't have that extra money from the foreign students that were coming in. And I know you sit there and go, well, so what? It just means there's more room for the actual people that want to go to college that live in Ontario, except there's not enough of them to fill the void that is now created by the foreign students. There were not enough people to fill all of those spots, so now the colleges have no friggin' money because they're not getting enough public funding from the actual province. So while you guys always want to go on and on and on about how much the immigrants are ruining Canada, when you cut back, look what happens. Now this is going to affect the future of Ontario students. This is going to affect their future because now they don't have access to the vast amount of programs. They are going to have less staff around to help them. Okay, and this especially affects people that have disabilities, especially learning disabilities. You require extra staff to come in and help them. You know, the teaching assistants and stuff like that are always the first to go. You're not going to have as many counselors around to help students that are struggling. So this now hurts the very people that you thought immigration was screwing over. You know, the ones that you claim that aren't getting the jobs and da-da-da. Well, I hope you're happy now because, you know, as you complain about there's too many immigrants working jobs at Tim Hortons, well, these college students are going to be stuck working at Tim Hortons for quite a long time because now they're not going to have access to the programs and the resources and the staff that would have been helpful for them to get that secondary education they needed to succeed in life. So, way to go.